I'm going to do this in English so that, maybe people from outside Malaysia can also listen to what I've got to say. Now, people are trying, the sympathizers for the Palestinians are trying to show that, the Israelis are actually killing Palestinians. Genocide. It is not about fighting Hamas. Now, the Hamas, the IDF apologists, the Zionist apologists, are saying that, they are defending themselves. They need to kill Hamas, and Hamas hides in the midst of all the civilians, and therefore Israel has the right to defend itself. So this narrative will go on and on and on till the cows come home, until Gaza gets wiped out.
I have a simple favor to ask. If you're finding this discussion interesting, please give it a thumbs up. Your likes and comments mean a lot to us and help others find this content. If you haven't already, consider watching the whole video to support our channel. Your engagement is crucial and enables us to keep providing detailed analyses of global events. Thank you for being a part of our community.
Now, when Israel says that, they are targeting Hamas, and you start wondering why they are actually killing civilians, and you suspect or you think or you believe that they want to kill all of Palestinians, now you're not way off. You got to understand that.
Look at this. Each dot is a building that Israel bombed, and there's no possible way that all of these were Hamas targets. There are over 215,000 dots in this image, each representing a home that Israel has bombed. They are wiping Gaza off the map. This comes from a damage report done by the UN Satellite Center on July 6th, estimating that 63% of every structure, every building in Gaza has been damaged or destroyed. How can anyone honestly say that Israel is defending themselves, that they're justified, that they're targeting Hamas? They're not. They're wiping the Palestinians off the map. They're clearing the land. They're destroying every building in Gaza. There is absolutely no denying that now. This makes me sick. More people should know about this. Help me spread this video out there. Repost, copy the link. If you want to do something for Palestinians, there's links in my bio to help you do that. Thank you, and free Palestine.
Think logically. Hamas. Who is Hamas? Hamas, are there Hamas that's from other country? Hamas are all Palestinians lah, right? Hamas are Palestinians, and but not all Palestinians are Hamas. Now, who are the Palestinians that are not Hamas? The men who are not in the military, the one who's old, who's sick. The women obviously are not in Hamas. They are taking care of their kids and their home, whatever home that is left, whatever kids that's not bombed yet. The children, because they are kids, so therefore they live their life, they try to go to school, they try to survive. So these are the Palestinians who are not Hamas. Now the others who are Hamas are the so-called militants. Some call them freedom fighters, some call them militants, some call them terrorists. Now they are also somebody's father, somebody's brother, somebody's son. So they are also Palestinian. They also have families. Maybe some or all have been bombed. Now, you do whatever, no matter how many you kill, there will always be Hamas freedom fighter. There will always be. Now, where are these respawning coming from? It is coming from the Palestinian children. They grow up, they see the atrocity, the unfairness, whatever that's happened to them, the violence that inflicted to them. They are being, in an open-air prison, starved to death, bombed to smithereens for doing nothing. And can you imagine their resentment and their will for revenge, even in the kids? So the kids will be what? The boys will grow up and their aspiration to be Hamas freedom fighter to liberate their nation from the occupiers. So therefore, when they bomb the boys to Israel, they are bombing Hamas. It's a nip in the butt before they turn into Hamas fighters. Now, what about the girls? The girls may not become Hamas fighters, but the girls will aspire to give birth to children, to sons who will replace the fallen Hamas fighters. So as long as Palestinians survive, they will continue fighting to liberate their nation. It is the natural thing of any human being to do, because they got occupied and they got nothing left.
I told you, I'm 7 generations in Palestine. Yes, my mother told me, she remember we used to live in the Palestinian neighbors in such a good relationship. We used to babysit each other, the children. In the Jewish holidays, they bring over the children to the Muslim neighbors. In the Muslim ones, they bring over the children to Jewish neighbors. We have no problem. The problem here is not the religion. The problem is occupation, killing, take away the land from people. This is the problem. The problem completely. The Palestinians don't hate Jews. They hate occupiers. No difference if it's a Jew, if it's a French, it's English. No difference. The same hate they will have if the Japanese will come into the Holy Land and take it over. And the same thing will happen here in England if somebody comes to take it over. 100%. This haven't got nothing. But the Zionists try to do it. No, this is anti-Semitism. No. This is the old anti-Semitism. This is completely untrue. It's completely untrue, and we have to bring this to the attention to know the problem is not the religion. The problem is the occupation.
And therefore, life is secondary to their existence. They have to do what they have to do. Now, Israel knows that. They know, even if they kill all of Hamas, there will be new Hamas. And to Israel, the only way Hamas can be completely defeated and annihilated is if there is no possible smallest inkling of new Hamas freedom fighters being spawned in the form of kids, teenagers, young adults. And to do that is to stop the production of new babies. That means also to kill the women, kill the children, that's already halfway there, kill the men so that they don't impregnate or ever become strong enough to become Hamas. So therefore, it is the very intention of Israel to completely clean up and wipe out the entire Gaza and make that race no longer exist. Wipe out all Palestinians, because Hamas comes from Palestinians. So therefore, now does it connect? Does it or will it not connect with whoever who has brains, who can deduce that Israel's intention to defend itself is to kill every Palestinian citizen, old person, young adults, teenagers, children, babies, unborn kids, pregnant mothers, sick grandmothers, anybody that can potentially contribute to the respawning of more Hamas freedom fighters that can become leaders like Haniyeh or Sinwar. That is what Israel will have to stop. So therefore, Israel will do what Israel needs to do. Gaza will do what Gaza needs to do. Palestine will do what Palestine needs to do. And based on what each other have to do, and based on what is happening now, it is only a matter of time before Israel wipe out Gaza completely. Question is, what are the Islamic nations are going to do about it? Only bring whoever's alive, bring to Malaysia and just cure here and get public damnation for giving treatment to a few hundred Palestinians, like Malaysia, or what? But at the end of the day, we just watch, and that to me is a failure of humanity. We can't do anything. We can't do jack to prevent a clear-cut genocide that's happening before our very eyes. Notwithstanding, yes, Israel's assessment that all these children will become Hamas, but they are killed and persecuted before they even become that. They've done nothing wrong. They're innocent. This is what Israel does, and Israel can do that because we allow it to happen. At the end of the day, there is always a more divine, powerful force. That is God. For those who don't believe God, you believe there's an equalizing force. And when that decrease, when that entity decrease and make a decision, then you will see a horror inflicting not only the oppressors, but maybe everybody who watched the oppressing happening, with calamity beyond our mortal conception. And when that happens, remember this voice note, because we did nothing to prevent evil to the core.
Guys, what do you think about this? Leave your comments below and do not forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Bye everyone!